In this video, we are going to learn about commenting in your HTML document. So a comment tag looks like this over here. It begins with an angle bracket, exclamation mark, 2 dashes, and then you write your comments in the middle here, just like any other HTML element. And then the end tag looks like this with 2 dashes and the closing angle bracket. So you can comment out HTML code. By doing so, you make it so that browsers won't show or won't render the code that is within these comment tags. Okay, so this is especially useful when you are, let's say, working on HTML code that's not yet finished and you want to continue working on it later, but you're not done yet. So you can put your unfinished HTML code inside of this comment tag so the browser can just ignore it and it won't have a problem when it's trying to render unfinished code. Okay, so you can save your working piece inside of this without having to, save it somewhere else, right? You can save it right in the document that you're working on and comment it out, so hide it from the browser. Okay, you can also comment out code, a whole block of code that you don't want to show for whatever reason for a while. You can also be trying to maybe figure out what's wrong with your HTML code, and you can go section by section and comment out particular sections of your code to figure out, if that is the problem. Okay, so another reason for commenting in HTML also allows developers, so like you, to leave notes about your code. So if you want to organize, if you have a really long HTML page and you want to leave notes about what each section is about, you can leave notes in there. The browser won't read it, but when somebody goes in to look at your code, or when you go back to look at your code, you can see the notes that you left for yourself or for another developer. Okay, you can also use this to indicate necessary changes for the future. Maybe you want something to change in the future and you want to leave a note there exactly where you need things changed in the future, so you can do that using the comment tag. So let's go and take a look at how to do that in your source code editor. So let's say I wanted to, comment out certain things. Okay, so let me just bring back the fake caption here. Okay, so let's say I wanted to comment out the fake caption here. I'm not sure about this caption. I just want to take it out for a little while. Maybe in the future I'll bring it back after I've checked it with someone. So I'm going to add the comment tag here. That's angle bracket, exclamation mark, 2 dashes. Okay, so that's the start, and the end of it is 2 dashes and close angle bracket. You can see that gets grayed out. So this will not be rendered anymore by the browser, but when you go into the source code, you will still see it. So when somebody goes into the HTML document, they can still see this, and you will still see it. And maybe at a later time when you want to bring this back, you can just take that away and then it will show. Okay, so I'm just gonna add that back in there. I'm going to save it, and let's go see what that looks like. So packages, view in browser, and there we go. Now there's no more caption. But when I go view the source code, so you can right click on any HTML page and then go view source code. Make sure you're right clicking on a space with nothing on it. Okay, and then you can see the source code that way. It's the same as what's in your Atom, what's in your source code editor. So it just shows you in the browser the source code. Anyway, so you can go here and see that, yeah, that line of code is still there. It's just commented out. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Another thing you can do is you can add notes to yourself. So I want to add note to myself for a future change. So I'm going to say the coffee image needs to be changed in November 2021. Okay, and then I'll close it. I see that if I don't close the comment tag, it comments out everything after it, right? So there we go. So I've now closed that. Okay, and I'm going to save it, and then packages, view in browser, and nothing is different. I don't see that comment anywhere on the web page, but when I go to view page source, I can see, okay, this coffee image needs to be changed in November 2021. All right. So that's a handy way to leave notes for yourself. You can also leave notes about organization. If you have a really long HTML page, you can comment in what this section is for, how it's used, and things like that.